Alright, you magnificent collection of slightly evolved apes with Wi-Fi. Stop scrolling, because I'm about to blow your mind harder than a medieval doctor with a drill. If you think your TikTok wellness guru peddling celery juice enemas is bad, wait until you meet these dark ages medical maniacs who decure your headache by giving your brain a permanent skylight. I'm not joking. They literally drilled holes in people's skulls like they were installing Windows. Welcome to Midnight Meme Historia, where we don't just teach history. We put it on trial, roast it over an open flame, and serve it with a side of, what the fuck were they thinking? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you will realize that medieval medicine makes a backally tattoo parlor run by drunk raccoons look like the Mayo Clinic. Plus, I'm dropping the most insane medical cure that killed more people than the plague. And spoiler alert, they did it for thousands of years. First up on our parade of medical malpractice, trepanation. That's a fancy Latin word for drilling a goddamn hole in your skull because evil spirits said so. Got a migraine? Hole. Epileptic seizure? Hole. Your ex won't stop texting. Believe it or not, also hole. These weren't brain surgeons. These were glorified carpenters who looked at a human head and thought, you know what this needs? More ventilation? It's like trying to fix your lagging iPhone by stabbing it with a screwdriver. Spectacularly stupid. Yet historically, everywhere. Drop a brain emoji in the comments. If you already questioning everything you thought you knew about medieval medicine, here's their brilliant medical theory. Evil spirits were living rent-free inside your noggin like supernatural squatters. The solution. Drill a literal escape hatch for these demonic freeloaders. I'm pretty sure this is where getting your head straight came from. Only back then it involved a chisel, a hammer, and a prayer, which is about as effective as trying to cure a crypto crash with positive affirmations from a self-help influencer. Can you imagine rolling up to the ER today and the doctor says, "Sir, your aura is misaligned. We need to install a brain window stat." Holy shit! Really? But wait! It gets worse. If the brain hole didn't kill you, spoiler, it usually did. These medieval butchers had a backup plan that makes trepanation look like a spa treatment for thousands of years. I am talking longer than any civilization has existed. These quacks were convinced your body was basically a leaky bucket filled with 4 magical fluids called humors. Feeling sick, you clearly had too much blood. Their solution was the medical equivalent of fixing a sinking boat by drilling more holes in it. They de-slice you open with contaminated tools or slap leeches on your junk. Whatever it took to balance those humors. It was like a medieval OnlyFans, except instead of getting off, you just got off this mortal coil. The logic was absolutely flawless. Patient has fever, so too much blood. Remove blood. Patient's now weak and feverish. Must need more blood removed. Dead patient. It's like trying to solve poverty by taking money from the poor. A tactic that, coincidentally, many modern politicians are still perfecting. Sound familiar? Pause the video right now and guess. How long did humanity do this absolute insanity? Leave your guess in the comments. The answer will shock you. Ready for this? Over 2,000 years? 2,000 years. That's longer than Christianity has existed. Longer than the Roman Empire lasted. This wasn't just a bad medical trend, it was humanity's longest-running death subscription service. But here's the part that I'll really bake your noodle. We're still doing the same stupid shit today, just with better Instagram filters. The same gullibility that made people believe in drilling brain holes now makes people think essential oils cure cancer. The platform changed from medieval town squares to TikTok feeds, but the game remains exactly the same. Find anxious people and sell them magical solutions to complex problems. Instead of bloodletters, we have wellness influencers selling activated charcoal cleanses that turn your insides black. Instead of trepanation, we have celebrities hawking vampire facials and jade eggs for vaginal health. The more things change, the more they stay absolutely fucking stupid. Here, your challenge. Screenshot the dumbest wellness ad you see today and tag me, Midnight Meme Historian. Let us see if 2025 can outstupid the Middle Ages. If medieval medicine was a TikTok trend, it would be eating Tide Pods while doing the cinnamon challenge. In a room full of asbestos. These weren't just bad doctors. They were historical war criminals with medical licenses, and their legacy of weaponized stupidity echoes through every wellness scam today. Before you go, smash that like button if this made you question everything. Subscribe if you want more historical reality checks that'll ruin your day, and comment your answer to today's ultimate question. Who was dumber? Medieval doctors who thought holes cured headaches, or modern influencers who think celery juice cures anxiety. Vote holes for medieval stupidity, or celery for modern madness. Next week, Victorian beauty products were radioactive poison because apparently glowing in the dark was worth getting cancer for. You think medieval medicine was bad? Victorian women were literally painting their faces with uranium. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss humanity's next level of self-destruction. Drop a skull emoji. If medieval medicine traumatized you, share this with someone who needs to stop trusting wellness tick. And remember, the Midnight Meme Historian is here to make sure history's stupidest moments do want to repeat themselves. Who are we kidding? They totally will. See you next week, you beautiful disasters!